Hey Tea Loves, welcome or welcome back to my channel. Here is the Lex. I always say to stay subscribed to the channel. Today is not for tips and tricks. Right now, we are on the road to 1,000 subscribers, and I know that a lot of people will be like, oh, who is this person I'm even subscribed to? Who is this girl? What's she all about? What does she do? Is it that she's a food blogger, lifestyle vlogger? Today, I'm going to be bunking everything for you guys, and I'm going to be sharing some of my stories since when I started content creation. Why the niche of talking about food? I'm going to be telling you guys right in this video. I have 20 questions here that I'm going to be answering. For these 20 questions, I got some people asked me these questions, and some of the questions are the ones I curated myself. So the first question I have here is, what's one thing people always assume about you? One thing people always assume about me is that some people feel like I'm gentle, I don't talk, and get to know me more, then you know that, okay, I talk. Not in a bad way, okay, but when need be for you to open your mouth and talk, for you to express yourself, for you to, you have to be a learned girl. At some point, okay, you need to let the world know what is inside that head of yours. You need to let the world know what you know. You can't just keep quiet, and everything does not have to be in a written form. At times you have to put your mouth and express yourself. But I talk. Yeah, I do. In a good way though. So next question, if you weren't doing food content, what would you be doing? Okay, if I'm not doing food content, I'll probably be doing, I don't know which content it will be, but I know for sure that I'm going to be doing content creation. Just that I don't know the type of content it's going to be. Another question I have here is, why the choice of food as a niche? Like, why do I decide to go into food content creation? I think what actually drives me into going to food content creation started from my secondary school. So in JSTARS, we do something called food and nutrition. So in food and nutrition, we do cooking, making of snacks. It started developing from there. But from there, I started making snacks, I started making try-outs, even snacks that I feel that at the end of the day, snacks will not come out nice, but I'll still make it for my family members, I'll still do it. So I think it started from there. Making different type of snacks, making different type of things, making things aesthetically beautiful, especially when it comes to food that actually looks good and tastes nice. Graduated from there to SS class, I was an art student back in school. We had to borrow one course from the science class. So the course I borrowed was food and nutrition, and that was where I got the bang. That was how all of this officially started. Because for food and nutrition, we get to, do practicals. So these practicals are more than the junior secondary school practicals. These are more advanced kind of practical where you get to bring our gas, bring in our pots, plates, we bring in our kitchen utensils. Basically, everything we're going to use to decorate. So this is how it is. Let me picture it for you guys. So anytime we have food and nutrition practical, whether internal exams or external exams, okay, so we bring everything. They'll ask you to cook an appetizer, a main meal, and a dessert. So you choose the food you want, you choose the snack you want, you choose the juice you want. Like for the juice, we make freshly squeezed juice. We make fresh juice. Not you going to go and buy fata or pork. Don't do that. They're going to call you down, girl. Dare not do that. If I'm making watermelon juice, you do it by yourself. If I'm making pineapple juice, you do it by yourself. If I'm making apple juice, you freaking do it by yourself. Okay? You have to bring in all of your cooking materials. I'm like, how on earth am I able to carry my gas, my stove, my pots, all of my cooking items, one by one, or carry everything? Because I'm the principal. So they're going to score you basically. After cooking all of your meal, then you're going to clear that table. You're going to carry your gas off the table, hide it under the locker. You're going to carry all your cooking equipment. You're going to set your dining table. Basically, the table you use to cook your food, you're going to set that same table, and it's going to be transformed in the next 5 minutes as a dining table. You're going to set your knife, your fork. You're going to get flowers, like a flower vase. After setting your table, you're going to set your food, and the examiner will come in, taste your food, and score you. They're going to score you based on the taste, presentation, how you place your food, how affiliates the sides that table looks. I think it was like someone does not have flour. She went to go and put fresh flowers, and she made a natural flower for herself, and then she took one of her glass cup and then she folded it. So at that point, you have to be very, very calculating, very, very creative. So that brought in, I think that was the admission of me going into food niche. It's kind of cool and it's kind of relatable, nice, and of course everybody eats, so you cannot do without food content, because we all eat, we all need advice on how to eat better. So another question is, what is that one food that people hype but you don't like it? The shawarma. I don't like shawarma. People hype it a lot, like this. Question number 4, what is your favorite food? My favorite food is drum rolls. Write to the comment section. Anyways, I would have said, what's the point? I would have said the answer even before you write it in the comment section. Anyways, We knew my best food is beans and plantain. Oh my god, give me some soft plantain to go with it. I love beans, trust me. The only thing that makes me run away from beans at times is if you heat it so much, the gas kind of, you're going to be releasing gas here and there. One of my friends even told me, she told me during our uni days, Eunice, do you know that you made me like beans? I was like, who? Why you not like beans? The next question says, what is your favorite swallow? Pounded yam and egusi soup. If you give me, I'll consider being a friend. What is that one food you are allergic to? I don't like fish. Yes, I don't like fish. I feel nausea. Like, I feel like I want to vomit my throat, my chest, out. All of guys, all of, before you judge me. There are kind of exceptions to that. Not all fish. There's some fish that I can eat, but there are just few of them. One fact about it is this. They have, like, countless times they forced me to eat some certain, that majority of all the fish, I can't eat them. But there are some, I think there's one or two type of fish. They used to pity me, like, why will you eat without protein where there's fish? Because if I take that fish, definitely you want me to vomit the food and the fish. Once I tell you I can't, just, yeah. Either I will find another alternative protein that I can use to take my food, or I just keep it like that. So next question says, do you love creating content or you are doing it just for money? That's why I beg you guys to subscribe to the channel. Because if you subscribe to the channel now, we'll be monetized and I can like the money in content creation. But yeah. Apart from getting monetized on YouTube, apart from getting monetized on other platforms, trust me, being a content creator, I've been earning. If I start to say I've been earning, it's not like big money like that. So I've been earning as a content creator. Content creators are trying, guys. When it comes to long form content, just like YouTube long form content, just like the one you're watching right now, it takes the whole room. If you see somebody publish a long form content on YouTube, please appreciate them. Watch the video at least, even if you're not able to like, or watch their video. Please, I beg you. It's hard. It's not drugs. There was this season where I wake up in the middle of the night every day. I'm the admin, I'm the supervisor, I'm the creator, I'm the editor, I wear the whole car. Trust me, I learned everything myself. Nobody taught me how to edit. Nobody taught me how to create. Nothing. Do I love content creation or I just love it because of the money that is in it? Even if just one person, I know nobody. If there's no video, that will be 0 views. If it's as baddest, if there's any wish like that, 1% will watch that video. So once one person watched, you delivered a message. There was a week, I think there was a week straight, 1 week, seeing some funny views. I was like, oh God, what's this? We keep pushing until we get there because every people are getting there. So the joy of it is I love content creation as it be. Like, content creation is therapeutic for me. Even if it was just 5 people, 10 people, and I'm being serious about this. If it's just 5, 10 people that are watching my videos, I'll wake up another day and I'm going to publish video on the channel because I love creating content. What is that one thing that you thought would be easy in your food content niche, but was not? What I thought would be easy in my food content niche is getting funds. I would say under my parents, then like mouse pain recipe. I love to go and make them, oh, mommy, daddy, I need money to buy this there's this recipe I want to make, give me money, give me this, give me that. So you have to convince them more for them to give you, especially if it's something that you can't find around. It's not part of the food stuff. My mother's food stuff suffered in my hands. Them no life for you. Even the one I have to collect money from them to go and buy, I do them. Like, you just have to make content. Yeah, knowing that you have to wear the cap of a lot of people, you have to, create your script, you have to edit your videos yourself, you have to, do all the surveying and everything. So another question I have is, would you rather cook without seasoning or without oil? I think without seasoning or without oil. I would rather cook without oil. Seasoning, because the taste matters. Yeah, even if it's not well fried, at least I can eat it like that because it's tasty, right? If you could steal one person's cooking skill on YouTube, who would it be? I think CCME. I have lots of diff I can choose, but I'll choose CCME because she's an OG. What's your biggest kitchen pet peeve? One of my biggest kitchen pet peeve would be using the kitchen and then you refuse to clean it up after cooking. It pisses me off. Even if the food is nice, you're done cooking and then you left everything, the sink is dirty. Once the kitchen is clean, it gives me, like, it's therapeutic for me to work inside our kitchen. I work in a clean kitchen. The kitchen cannot be dirty and I'm working. Even the food will not be sweet now. But when the kitchen is clean, you're sparkling, you're cooking. You yourself, you feel it. You're cooking something, you're working in a very, very nice environment, in a very, very nice space. Do you prefer street food or fancy restaurant food? I think it depends. If the restaurant food is appealing to the sight and is not appealing to the taste bud. Now, and there's a street food and it's neat and taste nice, plug me on that. Put me on that street food, please. Yeah, put me on that street food. I beg. Another question is, what food do you think is super cheap but underrated? At this point, food stores are expensive in the market. I don't know which food is super cheap. I don't know. That is my answer. Because if I say beans, if I say yam, I say potatoes. So next question is, what is one weird food combo you secretly love? That should be maybe beans and snack. Because snacks like maybe puff puff or buns looks like, the inner part looks like bread somehow. Don't judge me. Even if you like judge me. If you like judge me, I will judge you too. Because I not said secretly. You guys said secretly. I'm not supposed to tell you because I have to answer the question here. So that's why I'm telling you. What's the most embarrassing thing that happened to you while filming? Maybe if I have food sticking around, sweat sticking around, but there's some petty things. But maybe your dress is not well adjusted. They just like, oh, I think I look funny. Oh. Another question says, if 3 million is on the line and you are asked to eat a food for 21 days, what would that food be? Yam and vegetables. I'll thanks my swally this time. I love this. Do you believe in trying out food combos? So the food that we'll be eating is beans and corn, rice and beans, yam and egg sauce, yam and bread. One person that was bred up of his mother brought bread and egg. It's series buying. I didn't even like using the word combination. Well, it's allowed to use because maybe a lot of people don't know about the food and you are the creator of the food. I said it in one of my videos, one of my short videos, Reels on YouTube Short. You can watch it there as well to get the full conversation. So I'm just going to summarize it here, okay? So don't deny yourself of trying out new food combinations. I always say this all the time. Try out food combinations. You never can tell the one that is going to suit your fantasy. That 90% of the people globally does not like the food does not mean that you as a person is not going to like the food. I always say this all the time. Try out new combinations. Don't let word combinations be your enemy because trust me, it might end up being one of the best food you like. So there is this fruit that I don't like. I hate this fruit. That's out of all the fruits, all the street fruits in the whole wide world, the fruit that my parents, the fruit they buy into the house is only orange. Unlike that watermelon that can say that, okay, this fruit is this sweet. There's this one that they used to buy that. If they buy it is just them. They are the one I want to eat their can. We're not going to drink them. And that fruit is garden egg. It might have its benefits, of course, though, but I don't like it. I'm sorry. Give me something else. Better eat Mbadaha garden egg. I tried it with something and it's actually a wet combo. And it came out so nice that if you put 10 cucumber, if you put 10 garden egg inside a plate for me right now and you give me that particular thing, I'll finish it. Have you guys tried garden egg and granules? Oh my God. I was eating granules, okay? So I just saw it. I just break it. I don't know what even made me to bite that garden egg that day. Is this pay? This is nice. So I was like, is it my tongue that is just sweet of sugar? I don't understand. I took it again. Then the second time I was intentional. That thing is sweet. If I see garden egg right now, do you know that I can buy it because of granules? See those fruits that are running after you, that you don't want to eat them. Maybe they just need some weird combinations and they're going to love it. Never you deny yourself for weird combinations. Never. Okay? Try out new combinations and you're definitely going to enjoy it. So, I don't know if I have more questions here, right, guys? I said 20 questions. I don't know if I've answered up to 20 questions right now. In case it's not up to 20, you're there with me. I think I've exhausted all my questions.